go, let's go. Good, good, good. Let's clap for her until she gets there. Thank you, thank you.
Hi everyone. I wish singekuwa natoshana na hii kitu. Haingekuwa inanificha. How you guys doing? I'm very happy to be here today and very excited to be talking about the conversation about money. My name is Susan Wanjiku. As you've heard, I am born again. I love God. And I'm really, really excited to be... I've never been here before, so this is my first time. This is my first time, and I'm already loving it. It's really, really good. So today we are going to Wangeshi. How much time do I have? Oh, wataniandikia time? Okay. I was just checking on the time so that I can know how much time I have. So as I was saying, this is my first time here, and I am very, 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 very happy to be interacting with you guys. So today we are going to be talking about, I know money in a sounding very, complicated, but today we are going to be doing basics, and the topic I was given today is the basics of financial literacy, generally just understanding money, and most importantly what we as young people need to know about money early enough. That's exciting, no? Is it? Hi, I'm not encouraged. Is it exciting to talk about money? Okay, sawa. Now, I want you to turn to your neighbor and ask them a question. If their finances today were a movie, which movie would it be? Na mtu asiseme Titanic, ati ina sink. So, talk to your neighbors. If your finances or if you were to term your money situation today and describe it as a movie, what movie or series would it be? So umesema Blacklist. Mbona? Yeah? It's amazing. Oh, it's a mystery. So he says that his finances are, he would say Blacklist because anaonanga tu giza. Ailewi kunaenda aje. It's just mysterious. If you've watched the series, The Blacklist, you will understand what he means. It's a very... Uliona vile iliisha? Nani aliona vile Blacklist iliisha? It's just like, who does that? Anyway, let me hear. Who else wants to share? Now you see me, now you don't. So if she was to term her finances as a movie, now you see me, now you don't. Anyone else? Let me hear. I know you have... Ay, yata ni mbaya. Spider-Man No Way Home. Let me hear more. If your finances were a movie or a series, which movie is that? Ati Mr. B. Mister? Why? It's a joke. So Mwashi would say it's Mr. Bean because it's all a joke, not a very funny joke. Who else? Yes? Fast and Furious X, please explain it. Inakaa ikienda ama? Inaenda tu. Okay, How to get away with murder. I'm afraid of asking why. It's only good for a short while. Okay, I thought something else. Hey, tumeokoka yenyewe. Let me hear. Yes? Sorry? Chuck Norris. Red Notice. Why? It has jokes. Hey, watu wengi tunasikia finances zetu ni jokes. Let me get more, like 2 more. Tome, unakimbiza. You're just chasing and you never get. Pale nasikia ni kama umepata movie ingine. Tell us. Why? Aya, one last one. I've not heard from this side. Kule. Yes? Hi. Queen of the South. Hey, don't tell me because you got this. Sindel? No? Hard to get. Okay, I guess we all have different experiences with money. Kwa nini hakuna mtu amesema, hakuna mtu ana have a good experience with money sai? Hakuna hata mtu mmoja surely wa kutupea hope. There's no one here who wants to tell us it's been good. No one? Sawa. That was my first question. I want to ask a last one before we talk about how we can make money work for us. Now that we all have blacklists and red notice and the Titanic, what if I asked you today, what is the one thing that you think can happen to you and you will start, that movie will be good? What is the biggest thing that you feel right now is your biggest challenge with finances or money? Yes, what is the biggest challenge? Na mtu asiseme inflation. Inflation, imagine inatugonga sisi wote. Wangeshi, you can help me with the mic. Your biggest problem right now. There's her and then there's him, yeah? Okay.
My biggest problem right now with money, pesa zenyewe. Hakuna.
The actual thing, that's the problem.
Yes.
So everything about money. Huh?
And even start talking about money, the money itself is not available.
It's not even there. I hear you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. There was a hand here. Please raise your hand. Yeah.
How I treat my money and how I think about my money.
Do you like slap your money? You're treating it bad.
Hey, inafika unasema kaa mbaya itakuwa kesho anyway. Kuna shida tu itatokea so.
We only live once. Plus hata siko sure kama nitakuwa huku kesho.
Kabisa na love language yangu ni gift giving.
Can I be your friend?
Yeah, you can. At a fee though.
I hear you. Okay, there's a hand behind you.
Not being able to go and use it in the canteen.
Kwa sababu haiko ama?
No, because they don't send the money.
Oh, the people who are responsible, the adults, they don't send money. Okay. This side, is there anyone who'd want to share with us? What's the biggest challenge with money for you? Kuna mtu amesema treating their money, not having money. Okay. Oh, there's, okay, one last hand.
For me, I think it's my pesa hurudi attitude. Yes.
Kwani uko na stress? Na utatumia pesa ikuzoe.
We've been broke before, but we
didn't
die. There we go.
Okay, I hear you guys. So today we are going to have a conversation. Hatuna PowerPoint, hatuna nini. I just want us to talk about money. And when I got this topic, I thought it was very interesting in terms of just understanding the basics of financial literacy. And today I'm going to share that from the perspective of what I honestly think, because I can see the demographic hapa. We are all really young people, probably tuko shule, or the ones who are working here, we are still young professionals, yeah? So we are not old money, hatuna pesa. Generally, hatuna pesa at our age. But then today, I just want us to know, okay, if I can carry something from this conversation today that can help me as a young person trying to maneuver finances and money, what would you say? Now, while I was introducing myself, I did mention I'm a personal finance coach, and what I do for work is generally just talk to people about money, and not just about money and where to invest, etc., but generally helping us to understand money. Now, why is this conversation important for us as young people? We went to school, and especially kama umemaliza shule sahi, I'm pretty sure hakuna mtu alikuingiza class akakufunza budgeting. Was anyone ever taught budgeting in school all the way until you finished high school and graduated? No one taught us budgeting. Did anyone tell you, we soma upate job? Hapo ndo ilikuwa inaishia. But after umepata job ukipata hii pesa, no one told you how you're supposed to steward it, right? And as Christians, I think that is one of the things that we have not learned over time. It's not taught in schools. It's not taught in our homes. Very few of us have also learned it from our parents. But then don't you guys find it funny that maisha yako yote unaenda shule, unasoma, and the whole goal ni kupata hii pesa, right? But hakuna mtu anakuonyesha, sasa ukipata pesa, ama hiyo process ya kutafuta pesa inakaa aje, what do you do? So that's one of the things that I help people figure out. Now, you might think that I do that because I was born in money or that I just learned how to deal with money. I was not born in money. In fact, I saw money when I was like 26. I did not grow up in money. And so for me, what I have learned about money management and budgeting, it has been because of the experience, or rather the lack. For me, I learned budgeting because I've been in lack, right? And but I also have learned about money because I have exposed myself. I have decided that, okay, fine, they didn't teach me in school, but mimi mwenyewe nitajifunza nijue. Okay, so, you know, how do people make money, e.t.c. And so, like, for me, it has been a journey of, number one, accepting that it is okay if I do not know. And that's the first thing that I want us to take out of this place. Kama umekaa hapa na unashanga, hii pesa inatengenezangwa aje, watu utengeneza aje, and you know, if I'm not employed, how do I actually get this money? Number one is that it is okay for you not to know, because the first thing is that you are not even taught these things by anyone, right? Number two, as a young person seated right here, the biggest investment that you will ever make, money-wise, is investing in yourself. Okay? It's investing in yourself. So what does investing in myself look like? Investing in myself looks like investing in financial literacy. The fact that umekaa hapa and you guys were told today you're talking about money, and hukusema hiyo si topic ya church, wacha ni pige round huko nitarudi afternoon. That already says that if you're seated here, you are investing in your own financial literacy and being able to understand or to educate yourself with regards to understanding money. Right? Now, we are Christians, and one of the myths that I also used to have it, and I hear a lot of us having it. We hear in scripture that money is the root of all evil. But the truth of the matter is that that's not exactly what the scripture says. It does not say that money is the root of all evil. It actually says that the love of money is the root of all evil. And that is one of the things I feel like when we are in church, or, you know, for us who are Christians, we feel as if when we are talking about money, when we are learning about money, when you are actually looking for that money, it's like you're not walking in the purpose of God, or you're not doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Money answereth all things, right? Money answereth all things. So I cannot be seated here and I want to be, yes, we are in this world, but we are not of this world. But as long as I am in this world, it is paramount that I understand money. Because even the Bible, the Bible itself says that money answereth all things, right? While that, now, it does not mean that it's now the solution for everything, but what that shows us, it is that it's very hard to separate money from real life, right? And one of the things that I keep sharing with my fellow Christians is that if we are going to begin to become effective, even in our own callings, we will need to understand this thing called money. Today, I want to be a missionary. I want to go to another country and spread the gospel of God. I need a flight ticket. I need accommodation. I need money to hire, let's say, somewhere where I can preach. What am I paying with to get all those things? Money. So it's very difficult even for us as believers, for us as children of God, to be effective, whether your calling is church-oriented or whether your career is another one. It's almost impossible to be effective in this world without understanding how to utilize this resource. If you look at the parable of the talents, though someone was given how many? 5. The other one was given 2. And the other one was given 1. This other one multiplied, the one who was given 5 talents multiplied it and it became 10. The one who was given 2 talents multiplied it and it became 4. What happened to the one who was given 1 talent? Akasema hii kitu, first of all, hata haiwezi kanisaidia kwa hii economy. There is very little I can do with this. And because of the mindset and because of the attitude, what happened? Alibari, and they did not multiply. You can use that to talk about actual talents and actual gifts, but when I look at that scripture, for me, it speaks of faithful stewardship of what God has given me, right? And that is one of the biggest problem I see with us young people. And I hear all of you when you say, hii pesa hakuna, ni kidogo, e.t.c. But the one thing that I would like for you to just think about and to challenge yourself is that the little that I have, am I faithful? Right? Am I faithful? Because that is the most important thing. I keep telling people when I was first employed, my very first job, nani anajua Abadeas hardware, ilikuanga hapa next to, if you know Abadeas, that was my first job. And I was being paid 500 bob per week. Watu wanakumbuka nikiwa Gideons. Hiyo time nilikuwa leader wa Gideons, nikiwa huko na ma projects za That's 2000 inama. That is for my hair, my airtime, my lunch. My entire life was supposed to be financed by 2,000 per month. And I would still come to church. I would still tithe. I would still give offering. I would still buy my airtime. Nilijua kujishuka nywele, ladies and gents, because of course your pesa haiwezi lipia salon. Because ukishalipa salon simeisha. Yeah. Imagine if my mindset all along was that hii pesa ni kidogo, hakuna kitu yenye mimi naweza fanya. So niache kukuwa faithful with it. Is there a possibility that I would ever have even done anything with that little that I had? No. And I moved from there to earning 5,000, to earning 20,000, to earning even more. But the truth of the matter is that it's never, and this is the one thing that I would like you even to note down for future reference and for it never to leave your mind, that it's never about how much money you have or how much you're earning. It is what you do with what you have. And if I have people here who've been working and you've been earning, you know that without a shadow of doubt. Because time nilikuwa na earn 2,000, si nilikuwa na survive. Lakini saa hiyo 2,000 nasikia ni pocket change. Right? And so many of us, we have jobs, whether it's a casual job, whether it's an allowance that your parent gives you, you've never even understood or asked yourself, okay, this money that I have, what can I do with it? So the first thing that we've said is that one, the biggest investment you can make is investing in yourself. And we've said that the second thing when it comes to money is understanding the place of financial literacy. And why is that important? Because it was not taught to us in school. So when you realize that no one has ever taught me this thing, do not assume that utajua tu, atini kitu life tu ukufunza. That is where we get it wrong. That's where I got it wrong. That is where most people get it wrong. The third thing that you need to know as a young person, remember we are talking about the basics of financial literacy for us as young people, is that the first thing that you need to learn is to learn how to budget, and to be able to know where your money is going, or rather to be able to track your expenses and know where your money is going. Now, I've had someone here told me it is how, we get money happy and we're like, hey, tumia pesa ikuzoe, mbona uko na pressure? Silver and gold belongs to God. In fact, kama anafidingi sparrow, mimi ni nani ni worry? Why am I worried about money? Remember, it is all about faithful stewardship. If you forget anything I've said today, whether you budget or not, it is a matter of faithful stewardship. Whether you know where your money goes or not, it is genuinely a matter of faithful stewardship. And do you know what happens if we go back to the parable of the talents? What happened to those who were faithful and multiplied? They were given even more. It's a biblical principle, guys. If you're faithful with the little that you have, you can be trusted with more. right? So one of the things that I love to encourage people from a very young age, na kama umekaa hapo wewe, you're not a child that you've never interacted with money or touched money. The best thing that you can ever learn as a young adult is to learn to budget and to learn to track your expenses and know where your money is going. Hata ukiwa high school. As I told you guys, one of the things, like for me, I grew up poor and we did not have money. And I went to Pango, the high school I went to Pango. And in Pangani at that time, now it's a national school. Then it was a provincial, yes. It was a provincial school. So that would mean that only children in Nairobi would be admitted in Pango. So when I went there, unajua character, sahi inaitangwa character development. Hiyo time ilikuwa culture shock. Like you go there, people have been brought to school with 3 cars. And then there's an entire 7 bags of shopping. Because then we had no limits. You could carry anything. Weetabix, long life milk, you name it. And then mimi nimeenda shule, nimepewa 500 na Mike Mbiti. Mike Mbiti is my lovely dad. 500 bob. For the whole term. Hiyo ndo pesa niko nayo mbele na nyuma. And my roommates amepewa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but see hundreds, 5,000 plus the shopping and all that. And I started from a very young age. Obviously it was not an easy season, but I started from a very young age. Juu nilikuwa najua nikijituma kwa hiyo tuck shop nikarudi nikanunuanga hizi crepes watu wananunua, by next week I won't have anything, right? So I started to first of all understand, and that's something so powerful in finances and in financial literacy, accepting your reality. Accepting where you are. Because where I was then is not where I am right now. As a matter of fact, God is so faithful that some of those people who are doing so well then now come to me for my services. Me who had my 500. Now, I'm not saying this or the other, but what I'm just saying is that some of us young people, the reason why we are where we are, hautaki kukubali where you are right now. Accepting your circumstance and accepting your situation. You're out here, you want to live like Rihanna, and you have 500. 500 bob, mbele na nyuma. You want to live like Rihanna. Oh, tuko church, hatufai kutaja Rihanna. Sorry, pastor. Prophet Rihanna, Sister Rihanna. Okay. So most of us do not want to accept where we are. FOMO is a thing, sindio? Hey. Let me ask you something. Especially for us who are already earning or you have something. If you didn't care about FOMO, if you didn't care about what other people think about how you spend, where you live, whether you have an iPhone or not, if you didn't care, would you still be as stressed out about money? Sometimes, not always. Because most of us are only stressed out about money because you're trying to live a life that currently you cannot afford. Si tunaongea ni shawabo. Tunaongea ukweli leo. Itabidi up and you are ashamed, you cannot even say, I can't afford it. Please look at your neighbor and tell them, there is no shame in saying you cannot afford it. There is absolutely no shame.